I'm Dr. Lissa Rankin, and I wanted to teach you an internal family systems exercise today called the Campfire Meditation. And this is a really useful practice if you're dealing with an issue or a decision or a behavior that you're trying to change in your life, and you're trying to get to know the parts of you that are related to something that feels overwhelming or confusing, or you just haven't been able to kind of solve a problem, and you want to unblend from the different parts so that you can start to map them out. So you can get to know them individually, but also help them get to know one another and develop relationships with each other. So we're going to start by just lighting a candle to honor our little campfire, because it's kind of a ritual. And if you're going to do this at home, maybe you have your own candle that you can light, or some sort of altar that you can come to. And I'm just going to show you, before we get started, I'm going to ask you to get a piece of paper and at least a pen or a pencil. And if you're, at all, if you have young parts that like to draw or like color, you can get markers or colored pencils or crayons. And we're going to be making something that looks like a little bit like a campfire. And I'll show you mine just briefly. I did my little campfire meditation around where my partner and I are going to live. I've lived in Muir Beach for 17 years, and we just got displaced from the house that I've been renting for 17 years, and now we're trying to decide where to live. We're at a 6-month temporary residence at an Airbnb that's provided by the hospital where my partner Jeff is working in Sonoma County, and we're not sure what's next. So I did this exercise to go inside and find out, who is in my system related to place. So I have a part that is like Muir Beach. We have to go back to Muir Beach. Muir Beach is my home. I have a spiritual part that's like the land of Muir Beach is my church. This is where I have 17 years of intimate relationship with the animals and the plants and particular trees and the ocean and the soil and the land. And I've done ritual there, and it feels like being displaced. I have parts that want to support my partner, that want him to be able to go anywhere in the country to get any job that he wants anywhere. So I want to give him a lot of freedom. I have parts that are thinking about money. Like Muir Beach is really expensive. We could stay in Sonoma County, it's a lot less expensive, or we could go anywhere along the West Coast in more inexpensive places. There's a part that really loves being here in wine country. It's like La Dolce Vita, it's like Italy, it's like beauty and live music and dancing and wine and foodie culture and all of that. I have a part that's really enjoying the farm life around here. We have chickens, we have a garden. I go out every morning and feed the chickens and get the eggs and harvest the vegetables and water the garden and go to the Grange, and we have a food swap, like organic food swapping with other gardeners. I have a part that likes to travel, and we're much further away from the airport here, so it wants to advocate for living a little bit closer to an airport. I have a part that loves being close to San Francisco, that's like related to culture. Um, I have a part that's afraid of being sort of isolated, away from my community. I have another part that thinks being away from my community means I can have a fresh start. I could change my name. I could develop an entire new identity. I could start over, post empty nest. And there are some other parts, but if you look at this, each of them has little comments that they've made, like Muir Beach is my church, or we can reinvent ourselves here, or it costs so much less, we don't want to exploit Jeff, or you can work anywhere, or you can have chickens, a garden, farmers, and a CSA, or you can be free to teach workshops and travel, or these are my family. So there's different relationships between the parts, and we'll be talking about that in part 2 of this. I'm gonna wanted to explain the process, but then I'm gonna record the actual campfire meditation in a separate video, so that if you just want to play it anytime you're processing something, you'll be able to do that. So in order to prepare for this, again, just collect your supplies. And like I said, if you have a candle or some object, this is one of my objects that I like to keep near me. It's a sculpture that I made out of sandstone, soapstone rather, that represents my self energy, my inner pilot light, my inner campfire. So if there's any object or altar items or a pet or a security blanket or anything that you helps you feel like you can access self a little bit better, this is a great time to collect that. And I will see you in part 2. So thank you. If this is helpful, by the way, please leave comments. Please pass this on to other people and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And these are the kinds of exercises also that we do more of in Love School, where we have an ongoing community of internal family systems support. So thank you.